you just raise the bed up a little bit?
No, the doctor told you to lie still.
Mom, I am lying still, which is why I'm not in a car, headed home. Natalie's at home. She's resting. Why can't I rest with her?
Because Natalie didn't have contractions. Look, I know you're a grown woman and an experienced mother, but as your mother, I'm asking you to please lie still until the doctor comes back with test results.
Mom, I feel fine.
What, no more cramps?
Well, they're not as often, and they're not nearly as severe. I hardly notice them.
Okay, that means the lying still is working.
Your mother's right.
So you guys are ganging up on me?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, sweetheart.
Jessie.
Oh.
I am so sorry. I had no idea that you were in the hospital, honey. I was out of town on business.
Dad! It's okay. I am fine. Brody thinks it's a false alarm. I'm sure he's right, and I feel fine, okay? There was no reason for you to rush back on my account. It's okay.
You're my girl. Nothing more important than that. You ought to know that by now.
Well, why don't we grab a cup of coffee and let Clint have a little time with Jessica?
Oh, okay. Hey, Dr. Wright. Hi, Jessica. Hi, so did you get my test results? I mean, I know I'm not in labor. I feel so much better. I feel great, so I'm
Jessie,
sure
honey, why don't you let the doctor tell you what she found out?
Well, you're right. You're not in labor, although you are 2 centimeters dilated.
Why? I mean, I'm not having the baby, at least not yet, and I feel so much better. I mean, Brody, tell her. I mean, I look better, don't I? Okay. Now, it's your turn to tell me that everything's going to be okay. Please tell me the baby's all right.
Hey, baby's fine.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
Doctor, just tell us. What's going on?
Is this because of the hepatitis C?
Luckily, no, but the sonogram confirmed that Jessica has a condition called placenta acreta.
What's that?
Well, what it means is that the placenta has difficulty separating from the uterine wall.
Okay, so what do you do? How do you fix that?
My recommendation is an immediate C-section.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Clint, it's Jessie and Brody's decision.
Okay, so this the C-section that'll prevent any more complications. Jessica and the baby will be okay?
Given the underlying condition, I'm afraid there is no guarantee. In fact, there are serious risks.
So what are the risks?
Right now, my concern is what happens if we don't section you. Say we wait and we let you go to term. If your placenta tears during labor, you could hemorrhage. And if I can't stop the bleeding, then we need to do a hysterectomy.
You've got to do the C-section. You can't go through that.
No, but it's too early. The baby will be really premature.
Yes,
Well, isn't that dangerous?
there are risks associated with premature births. The baby may not be ready to be born. When a baby is born prematurely, there are always risks. If the baby's lungs aren't strong enough to allow the baby to breathe independently...
Isn't there some way you can test to see if the lungs are ready? I mean, can't you somehow test the baby?
In the womb, generally speaking, yes, but given Jessica's condition, it might make things worse.
Okay. Well, how about we just wait a little longer? You know, I'll stay here and I'll promise not to move, and I know that you can give me something for the pain.
So you're still cramping?
Well, it's just a little twinge, and I know that you can stop it.
Jessica.
So just a little while longer so the baby's lungs can develop.
Jessica, you have a beautiful little girl at home, and my first responsibility is to make sure that her mom is okay. My recommendation stays the same. We do a C-section now, but I need your consent.
No, I'm not going to put the baby at risk.
I cannot lose you.
I'll give you a few minutes.
Dr. Wright,
Yes.
why is this happening? She didn't have this problem with Bree.
It would appear that the placenta acreta was brought on by some scarring in Jessica's abdomen. According to her medical chart, it's probably from the gunshot wound.
Oh, my God.
Why don't we give Jessie and Brody a little privacy so they can talk this over?
Talk? What's there to talk about?
Clint, it is their decision. They will do what is best. Sweetheart? Come on.
Banks, this is your fault. You're the one who shot her. And if anything happens to my daughter or my grandchild,
Okay,
so help
you
me.
stop it! Stop it! Shooting was an accident.
Accident? He went there with a gun.
Yes, to get rid of Mitch, not Jessica. And as far as that goes, it was Dorian's fault. She bought the gun. She made him do it.
Yeah, we all wanted Mitch dead for killing Jared, but to botch it the way he did and then shoot Jessica.
Okay, that was Dorian, too. She grabbed his arm.
And what the hell was he doing with Dorian?
Oh, you're a fine one to talk.
How can you defend her when our daughter is in there losing her baby?
She's not losing her baby.
Will you stop it, both of you? Okay, Clint is right. I never should have gone after Mitch. It is my fault, and I will be sorry about this for the rest of my life.
And you should be.
Stop it.
Okay, I shouldn't be here.
Charlie, don't. Well, wasn't that productive?
What the hell are you mad at me? You should be mad at Charlie.
He deserves your respect and your compassion.
It'll be a cold day in hell.
Our daughter is in there agonizing over something that has no good solution. And all you can do is take your frustration out on my husband. You owe him an apology.
If you think I'm going to apologize to the man who shot my daughter,
You know
you're
what? This
wrong.
conversation is over.
Jessica is suffering because of him. And when I think of everything that I've done to give that girl a happy
Oh,
ending.
what are you talking about? Everything you've done. What have you done?
She won't have a C-section, please. You have to go in there and you have to talk some sense into her. I can't lose her.
Darling, I know what you're thinking, okay? You love this baby, of course you do. And you want to give it every chance for a healthy life. But, sweetheart, Bree needs you. You cannot risk your life. You do not have the right. She's already missed too much time with you. You have to do everything you can to protect yourself and to stay healthy because you have a little girl. And for Brody, too. He loves you.
Mom, this might be my only chance to have a baby with Brody.
Well, you don't know that, darling. You don't, okay? And even if it turns out to be true, you know, Brody's a very special guy. Remember how he was when you didn't know for sure that the baby was his? He was very ready to love the baby anyway. So you could always adopt. You know how he is with Bree? Sweetheart, you two will have a family, no matter what. But it will only happen if you stay healthy.
So, you decided?